Warning, this content is for entertainment and educational purposes only. All right, first question I got up here today is from Derek R. from the School Anabolic Bodybuilding Members Community. Derek asks, when finishing up a bulking phase and moving into a maintenance phase before starting a cut, should you reduce high carb days to just once per week? Derek is talking about my blast and cruise methodology that I use for putting on size. I have phases mapped out through the year where we do a bulk, a cruise, then on the cruise, which is essentially a health and maintenance phase, we maintain weight, get our blood work healthy, then we shift into a cut and a rebound. If you want to see how that works, I have it up on my website. I have my ebook, the Cycle Cheat Sheets, $30. But anyway, that's what he's talking about here. I like to do a health phase after a long bulk, probably 16 to 20 weeks for a bulk, I think is about the most that people can sustain. And so it's just been my general experience. The wheels start to fall off somewhere around 16 to 20 weeks. You start to feel lethargic. You stop responding to the PEDs. Training kind of fucking comes to a halt. Body composition starts to take a hit. And it's time to pull back. There's only so long you can push. Dudes that love to do the eternal perma bulk, it just doesn't work. You just end up making yourself fatter, and after a while, you just stop responding. So we like to have this health and maintenance phase scheduled. I like to do it after the 16 to 20 week bulk, the blast that we're doing, and I like to pull back for 8 to 12 weeks. During that pullback, usually we reduce food a little bit. Now, I like to hold weight during that cruise phase before we shift into a diet or cutting phase. Allow the body to achieve some homeostasis. I don't want guys to be really pushing hard. Really, the objective during this cruise phase is to just get healthy. Let your body set into some sort of homeostasis. Get your blood work back to a baseline. Allow your joints and connective tissue a chance to recover. Get your body in a nice, healthy place where you can be ready to push for a cut, or if you're a competitor, then it would be a contest prep. Whether you're a competitor or just a guy trying to look good, the process is the same. I think it's productive for everybody to have a good hard cut once per year. It's going to set you up for more success as far as your physique goes. But yeah, during, so long-winded explanation to get to the point with the diet. I like to pull guys down to one high carbohydrate day per week. Reason being, and this is not true for everybody, it's subjective, so it's client by client, and it's based on how the body responds. But generally speaking, when you reduce the anabolic load, metabolism's not going to be burning as hotter. And a lot of times dudes just aren't training as hard, so they're not burning as many calories in the gym. They aren't going as hard as they were when they were on blast and feeling like Superman from all the PEDs they were using. So now would be a good time to pull back a little bit. Now, my objective, like I said, we want to hold. I like to keep the weight relatively stable. If we lose a couple pounds because of glycogen retention, not a big deal. But if I see a trend of weekly weight loss, I may have to put that second high day back in. Some guys just have higher metabolisms than others, but I find most of the time that a single high day versus the two that we do on a blast with the bulking phase tends to work just fine. And after a while, you get tired of eating all that damn food anyway, and you want to give your GI a break and just a break from eating all the food and just kind of pull back. But so long-winded story. Pull down to one high day per week. That should suffice during the cruise phase. And if you find that weight is dropping significantly on a week-to-week basis, then you might need to leave that second high day in.